to welcome you all to a joint meeting between Thoughtware Toastmasters and TMI at East Coast Toastmasters Club. Let me begin this statement with a mission statement. We provide a supportive and a positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self confidence and personal growth. Before we proceed, I would like to remind you a few practices that we generally follow during the session. Please take a moment and put your mobiles in silent mode. Do not talk when a speaker or a role player is delivering. You can use the chat box in order to pass the message if necessary. Please do not give out your answers aloud unless requested by the speaker, which might disturb the flow of the speech. Avoid moving in and out when a speaker is delivering a speech. Speakers, please note that the taboo topics of sex, religion, politics should be considered a little sensitive, and you can use it, but even though if you use it, please be mind that it is a sensitive one to be used. Now, I'd like to call upon the presiding officer for today's meeting. The presiding officer of today's meeting is the distinguished Toastmaster Vidya Bhubalan, who joined Toastmasters in 2016. She's currently a dual member of HCL Expressions and TMI at East Coast Toastmasters Club. She serves as a head overseeing Cisco cloud security engagement at HCL Tech. Vidya is a proud alumna of VIT Vellore, graduating in 2003 from the Information Technology Group and an MBA graduate from Great Lakes. She's a sponsor of HCL Madurai and VIT Chennai, mentor of TMI at East Coast Chair, the Ovation 2019 contest, and held various leadership roles within Toastmasters. She was a district store manager, area director of G3, and the past president distinguished division director of Division F of District 120. With a big round of applause, let us welcome the presiding officers of today's meeting, the distinguished Toastmaster Vidya Bhupan. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Girish, for setting the rules right. A very good morning and warm welcome to all the Toastmasters today. And I call the meeting number 60 of TMI at East Coast and meeting number 258 of Thoughtware Toastmasters Club open, along with DTM Satish Menon. So, with that note, as we gather here, I'm delighted to address you all as we embrace the spirit of festivity with Diwali just around the corner. Diwali, what is it symbolizes? Melek, I would like to ask this question and open the meeting to the guests who have joined us today. Are there any guests in today's meeting? Would you like to please, can you, for the benefit of both the clubs being new and getting introduced, we would like to know if there is any guest as part of today's meeting. Okay, we have Toastmaster Ranga. Toastmaster Ranga, could you please help us understand what does Diwali symbolize to you?
Good morning, everyone. Wishing you all a happy Diwali. For me, having spent quite a few years of my life, my early part of what I remember about Diwali is the enjoyment, the pure enjoyment. Getting up first in the street and trying to and bursting the crackers, and just to have that 15 minutes of glory or the pride that I was the one who could wake up first, take an oil bath, and I especially remember my grandmother doting on us fondly and giving us the new clothes and everything else. Of course, the sweets and the savories that went on with it. As I moved to my teens and my youth, it was more of a yes, this is an enjoyment, and I should go and meet relatives and friends and spend time with them. But now, sort of, I've taken a back seat and just seeing what the other children, are enjoying these days. That brings me a lot of not only nostalgia, but also the fact that it is now their time to enjoy as much as I did. This is how I
Wonderfully
remember.
said. Wonderfully said, Toastmaster Ranga. Festivities or celebrations are there to bring the community together, to bring the families together. And you know, that is why we are today together for this joint meeting. And I really foster joy, positivity, and spirit of giving from this meeting, from one and all who is present in today's meeting. With that being said, it's now time for me to introduce the Toastmaster of the day. Once again, a veteran person from Toastmasters International, a co-founder of Thirdway Solutions Private Limited. Since 1995, he has grown this company from 5 individuals to 600 plus resources. Since 2013, he has excelled in Toastmaster, I should say, ranging from clubs to district director role, a seasoned leader, and also a passionate traveler and a reader who loves to go through books. Please put your hands to welcome DTM Satish Menon as Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Vidya Bhupalan, for the introduction and for setting the ground for this joint meeting. A very good morning, everybody. Welcome to our first joint meeting this Toastmasters season between Thoughtware Toastmasters Club and TMI East Coast. Festivities or festivals is something that all of us look forward to in our daily lives. When we say celebrations, India is a country where we don't have a dearth of festivals, or we don't look at saying that when is the next festival going to come in. Unlike some other places where you only have one or two festivals in a year. For us, there is a festival almost every month. I remember when I was growing up in Mumbai, and we had in our apartment where we were staying, uh, there were people from different parts of India. It was like a mini India in that apartment. You had people right from Jammu and Kashmir to Tamil Nadu and Kerala. So one of the things that I learned growing up was, of course, different languages, because you interacted with all those people on a daily basis. Also different cuisine, because every house used to cook a different cuisine. But also what I learned is different festivals. So we though we have some common festivals in our country, but there are a lot of local festivals that get celebrated. Say, for example, all of us would say first of January is New Year, but that is as per the Gregorian calendar, right? But for each state in India has got a different New Year. Yeah? Like Tamil Nadu will say Tamil New Year, Kerala will say Vishu, Assam will say Bihu, Punjab will say Baisakhi, right? In Maharashtra they will say Gudi Padwa. And so there's a lot that happens with each state's New Year. And there are local festivals that happen in every state, like say Pongal in Tamil Nadu, okay? Or we can say Jallikattu in Tamil Nadu. Is it celebrated other parts of India? No. Makar Sankranti would be celebrated, yes, but not Jallikattu, right? So that's local to Tamil Nadu. So festivals is something that brings out the oneness in us. It celebrates the diversity of our country, but at the same time, it also says that whatever we do, it brings us together. Okay? Today, when you see Diwali is happening all around us, uh, it's a it's a festival for sharing. It's a festival for celebrating. It's a festival for going and meeting new people, our friends and relatives. It's a festival for a lot of people clean their houses to say, let's throw the old unwanted stuff out and let's bring new stuff into the house. So it's all about removing the negativity from the house, things that you don't need, things you think that are just taking up space, or things that have outlived their value. You say just throw them, get new things. Let's start from a new beginning. Okay? If you look at traders in the north and the west of the country, merchants and all, they will start their financial year from Diwali. So they will have the new account books that they will open, and they will do all the prayers. Like even the Indian stock market, they will open for the new year, which they call as the Samvat, and Samvat will have some year which doesn't correspond to what our Gregorian calendar year is. So everybody celebrates it in a different manner, and the celebrations are all about getting people uh, together. In Mumbai, I could recollect I was in an area where we had a lot of Christian population, and some of the places that you would go at that point of time, it would resemble Goa. Though it was Mumbai, but it would resemble Goa, the way the place looked, the way the houses were. Some of those houses are still there. So you would go and celebrate Christmas with friends. You don't mean that, why should I go and celebrate Christmas? It was like given, like 25th December, you go to your friend's house for Christmas, you would be treated to the Christmas cake and lunch and all of that. Same used to go for Eid. When you go to Muslim friends during Eid, you are sure to get biryani there on that day. So we just went there because we thought, okay, it was in our calendar to say, let's go meet people, let's enjoy. And that's what festivals bring in all of us, the sense of enjoyment and the sense of connecting with people and the sense of renewing ourselves to say, let's do something new as we go along into the new year. People say, keep new year wishes. Okay? I mean, the same thing is there for Indian festivals also. Today also Diwali, when you say you start something new, right? People go and buy a lot of stuff. Yesterday, I was reading in the newspaper that the sale of gold and the sale of automobiles was very high. Okay? So you buy something new on the first day of Diwali. It's called Dhanteras to say, if I do something new, it will be lucky for us. Like tomorrow, they would be like, as I said, the traders would do the Lakshmi Pujan and they would say, uh, we start our new financial ledger and hopefully things will be better in the year to come. So that's what one of the reasons what festivals is all about. So we'll talk about it as we go along. So every Toastmasters meeting, as all of us know, has multiple segments, and we have a team of people who are responsible for ensuring that uh, the meetings run according to a proper process and proper order. Uh, and they provide their feedback to all of us at the end of the meeting so that we as Toastmasters and as club members learn what we did right in a Toastmasters meeting, what is it that we can improve, and what is it that we did not do, which is something that we can incorporate in our future meetings. So this role in a Toastmasters meeting is called as the general evaluator role. And today's general evaluator is a very passionate Toastmaster. She's a member of two Toastmaster clubs, uh, an educationist, a writer, a handwriting expert. She's many things rolled into one. Uh, she's also a division finalist at the recently concluded division uh, humorous and evaluation contest. So please welcome our general evaluator for today's meeting, Toastmaster Uma Maheshwari.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmasters Satish. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. General evaluator, the name itself gives the general idea about what we are going to do. Yeah, a general evaluation, the overall evaluation of the meeting. But will that be enough? No, we need some details on the evaluation, right? What, why, how, when. So to do the detailed evaluation, I have a team along with me who is going to do different evaluations according to their rules. So first, let me introduce my TAP team who is going to do the quantitative evaluation. The TAP team timer after and the grammarian. So let me first welcome the timer for today, Toastmaster Uma. Toastmaster Uma is a task member and Vice President Education of TMI at East Coast Club. And she is also an academic coordinator and a computer science teacher. So let me welcome Toastmaster Uma to explain her role as a timer in today's meeting.
Good morning. Sorry for the inconvenience. Today I am in travel. Uh, Good morning, Toastmaster, fellow Toastmaster and guest. As timer, I will time the table topic speakers for formal speeches and the evaluation. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green card, yellow and red card, which denote a speaker specific time remaining. I will submit my report after the calling. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Uma. So will you be sharing the screen or will you be changing your background? Can you explain it to the participants so please?
I will share the code, ma'am.
Oh, thank you, Toastmaster Uma. So next is our R counter. Our counter for today is also from TMI at East Coast Club. Toastmaster Murugesh is an esteemed proprietor of Future Tech Company providing the state-of-art smart water harvesting solutions named Aero Water Solutions. What's a different introduction? A sustainable leader in smart water business for 5 years and an expertise Toastmaster for 6 years. So let me welcome Toastmaster Murugesh to explain his role as an accountant.
Thank you very much. Good morning to all of you. Today I'll be playing a role as a accountant. I'll be noting down the unnecessary sounds and any pauses while speaking the speakers. I'll be counting all the things and I'll submit my report when I call upon the general evaluator. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Murugesh. And then the grammarian for today. So the grammarian is from Thoughtware Toastmasters Club. He is a senior technical HCL, having more than 10 plus years of experience in IT, a Toastmaster since 2018. Apart from all these things, the backbone of Thoughtware Toastmasters Club. And of course, each and every week, without his presence, the meetings will never happen. For the past 1.5 years, let me tell you. So I really admire his consistent effort in keeping up the club. And thank you for that. And let me welcome Toastmaster Girish to explain his role as a grammarian.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Uma Maheshwari. Indeed, it was a very, very warm welcome for me. Thank you. So today I'm the grammarian for the meeting, and my foremost duty is to point out the good usages of language, grammar, and the vocabulary which is delivered. Additionally, I will also note the incorrect usages of grammar, inappropriate usage of the words, or any words being mispronounced, and I will try to give the correct usage for this. As a grammarian, it is my duty to reveal the word of the day and the idiom of the day for the meeting. The word of the day is Jambori, which means a large celebration or a party, typically a lavish and boisterous one. An example on using this word, today's joint meeting will be a Jambori of communication and leadership excellence. Moving on to the idiom of the day. The idiom of the day is paint the town red. Paint the town red, which means this idiom means to go out and enjoy oneself, often in a lively and extravagant manner. It can be used when describing a festival or any celebrity activity. So the usage of the idiom of the day could be, let's paint the town red for a joint meeting today. So with this, I hand over the control back to the general evaluator, and I'll provide my report when called again. Thank you, and over to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Girish. I was about to say the same statement. Let's paint the town red for this January of the joint meeting, and you snatched the opportunity for me to use the word of the day and idiom of the day. And I hope others will not use the opportunity, and I request everyone to use this word of the day and idiom of the day in your speeches too. And that is all about my quantitative analysis team. And I'll be introducing the qualitative analysis, the preferred speech evaluators at the evaluation section when the TMI calls is ready. So now over back to the Toastmaster of the day, distinguished Toastmaster Satish.
Thank you, Toastmaster Uma Maheshwari, for setting the context of the general evaluator and the tag team. So let's get down to our next segment, which is the prepared speech segment. We've got 2 prepared speeches today. So our first speaker is a very passionate Toastmaster. I've seen him in a lot of Toastmasters clubs, other than his home club, including his home club, I should say. He's a yoga teacher, very passionate about speaking about yoga. He was also a podium finisher at the division level at the recently concluded humorous and evaluation contest. It's Toastmaster Narendra. And Toastmaster Narendra is giving his level 3 project 1 from the pathway presentation mastery. Before Toastmaster Narendra commences his speech, I will call upon his evaluator, Toastmaster Divya, to read out the speech objectives.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Toastmaster Narendra is attempting level 3 project 1 under the pathway presentation mastery. The purpose of this project is for the members to understand the types of persuasive speeches and deliver a persuasive speech at a club meeting. All the best, Toastmaster Narendra. Over to you, distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon.
Thank you, Toastmaster Divya. So, Toastmaster Narendra, advertisement. Advertisement, Toastmaster Narendra.
Sir, am I audible and visible to all of you?
Yes, you are.
Thank you. Kurkure. If you eat this kurkure, you'll be having heavenly feeling, sizzling, dazzling, dazzling. Friends, do you know what it is? I have a question for you all. All right, make me more easier for you. Now, can you guess what it is? All right, let me reveal the what. Yeah, someone was saying something.
It's a flask.
Some flask, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Flashlight?
Yeah, okay, you're almost closer. All right, let me reveal it. My dear friends, this is a saving machine, which I got through online advertisement. Can you guess what is the price of it?
3,000.
Pardon?
3,000.
3,000, okay. You can
99 rupees
even
Diwali
write in
sale.
the chat box as well.
1,500.
99 rupees Diwali sale.
99 rupees Diwali sale. That's great. All right. So let it be sustained above of this price. I'll be revealing you in the end. If I forget, please remind me. All right. Good morning, fellow Toastmaster, guest, and dear friends. A person died. Luckily, he got a ticket for the heaven. So he started his journey towards the heaven. On the way, he heard a big bang sound. He wanted to know what it is all about, and he just opened and saw what it is inside. It was big celebration going was. Drinking, smoking, dancing, all kinds of sensual pleasure, all kind of highly profile people were there. And he asked the watchman what it is. The watchman said, this is hell. Immediately he changed his mind to be in the hell itself. He was about to enter inside the hell. The watchman stopped and asked him, show me your ticket. After seeing his ticket, he said, this place is not for you. The ticket belongs to the heaven. From here, 5 kilometers far away, you have to go and ask there for the place. With a great disappointment, he returned back, thinking that in the hell itself, so much excitement. In the heaven, definitely, it will be much more better, tenfold better than this excitement must be there. Thinking this, he went to the heaven. The moment he entered inside the heaven, it was pin drop of silence. Just exactly opposite than what he was expecting. He waited 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, many hours, nothing happened. Eventually, he went to God and asked what it is. The God said, this is heaven. And the person asked, where is the excitement? The God said, what kind of excitement? The person said, what was happening in the hell? Drinking, dancing, smoking, all kinds of sensual pleasure. The God said, no, that kind of excitement will not happen here. Here is always peace, bliss, heavenly feeling. Then the person said, can you send me to the hell itself? The God said, what a fellow you are. People are struggling entire their life to reach in heaven, and you are the person after coming to the heaven and want to go to the hell? And he said, if you don't take me to the hell, I'll roll it on the floor, mess this place, I'll scream like anything. The God got scared. Exactly like how these days, when you don't buy kids something, they'll roll on the floor, scream like anything until we get, or she gets something, whatever they have demanded. The God got scared, and he told to his assistants, please take this fellow to the hell as early as possible. Both of them started their journey towards the hell. The moment he entered inside the hell, he forgot the assistants and started drinking, smoking, dancing, all kinds of sensual pleasure. After a few minutes, he met his ex-wife, Chammaka Challo. She said, yes, this is the right place for you. I know you'll come here only. As if she's in the heaven. He was fully drunk, could not understand. He enjoyed, he didn't bother at all. After a few minutes, he bombarded with his ex, I mean to say best friend. And he said, the name was Laka Laka. He said, oh my God, why you're here? You're supposed to be in the heaven. See the difference between ex-wife and best friend. Best friend always think good about us. Anyway, after a few minutes, he entered little inside and he saw a terrific scenario. The boiling water, oil, there been people been fried and chopped into the different pieces. There is screaming like anything. And he got scared and went to near the God. And he asked what it is. The God said, the assistant of God said, this is hell. Then what is the in front of it? The assistant said, this is the advertisement of the hell. Yes, my dear friends. The point is, these days, we entangle with colorful advertisement and get trapped into that. Exactly. A beautiful girl comes in TV and shows the kurkure. If you eat this kurkure, you'll be having heavenly feeling. Tomorrow, what we'll do? We'll go to the market, forget the kurkure, thinking that girl, buy the kurkure, have it, and next day morning, 30 minutes we have to spend in bathroom like a hell. Likewise, I saw an advertisement in online and bought this machine. You know the price of it is 1,399, and later on I found the actual price was 399. My dear friends, so let us not entangle with this colorful advertisement, because all whatever signs are not the diamond. Especially this festival season, Dasara, Diwali, and our Pongals, they try to cheat us all the way, but we have to be very careful. Let us not cheated by the colorful shining advertisement. Thank you so much. Back to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Narendra, for that very humorous message about how not to get cheated by advertisements. Now, when you open the Diwali newspaper or daily newspaper, almost the first 4 pages are only advertisement and the news begins from the 5th page. Whereas earlier times, this never used to happen. But now in today's paper also, when I saw the first 4 pages are all news. Okay. And something I saw, I couldn't recollect. It said that even Zomato and this, which was the other one, Blinkit, will deliver silver coins to you if you want to do puja at home. So it has come to that extent where even the service apps are saying that we'll deliver gold or silver to your house. So it's become that kind of a consumer society. So let's get along with our meeting. So the second speaker for today is none other than myself, and I would be delivering my level 1 project 1 from the pathway engaging humor icebreaker speech. So before I commence my speech, let me call upon the speech evaluator DTM Vidya Bhupalan to read out my speech objectives. Over to you, DTM Vidya.
Thank you so much, DTM Satish, for calling me to introduce your speech evaluation objectives. Satish is today attempting a speech from Engaging Humor Pathways, and he's trying to deliver his level 1 icebreaker speech. The purpose of the speech is for the member to introduce himself or herself to the club and learn the basic structure of public speaking. Timer, please note the given time limit is 4 to 6 minutes, 4 green, 5 amber, and 6 red. And I would like to read the title of today's prepared speaker, DTM Satish. His prepared speech title is Gathering Zeros. Looking forward for DTM Satish Menon's icebreaker speech, and all the very best, DTM Satish.
Thank you, DTM Vidya. So I'll start with my speech. I'll give my introduction. DTM Satish Menon, Gathering Zeros, DTM Satish Menon. So good morning, everybody. All of us in this meeting would have heard about the term Made in India, Make in India, Atmanirbhar Bharat, and all of that. I got acquainted with this term when I was growing up, as far back as in the late 60s and early 70s. And one of the first usages of something that was invented in India came into my life when I started going to school. Now, school was such a great thing for us that day. We used to look forward to go to school. We didn't have the pressure of doing homework, or we didn't have the pressure of going and attending extra classes and all of that. It was more of an enjoyment to go to school. And nobody pressurized us to do anything, at least in the earlier times. But then what happened is, as we got along to the higher classes, there were certain subjects which I started liking, and there are certain subjects which I kind of did not like. And the subjects that I liked were subjects that people would say, are you crazy to kind of go and study those subjects, because you wouldn't get a job after you got out of school and college. And those subjects were history, geography, social studies, English, Hindi, Marathi. The subjects that I did not like were maths, physics, chemistry, biology to some extent, but maths, physics, chemistry. And that was the time when this Made in India invention started appearing in my mark sheets. Any guesses for what that Made in India invention was? It was zero. Because all of us know that zero was invented in India. It was invented by the great scholar Aryabhatta. He's the one who gave zero to the world. So that is where that Made in India invention started coming into my mark sheets. And it was not a great thing, I would say, because zeros play a very important part in your life, depending on where they are placed. If they get placed before the integer, then it's a different story. But if they get placed after the integer, then also it's a different story. And a lot changes based on the placement of zeros. So in my case, when I was giving my maths, physics, chemistry, and all, the zeros were all preceding zeros. So the mark sheet would look like 0.7 out of 50, 0.10, not 0.10, 0.9 out of 100. Whereas the English, Hindi, Marathi, social studies mark sheet would look like 90 out of 100 or 80 out of 100. It was not a good sign, not to me, but to my parents, because they thought that this guy is not going to do anything in life. Everyone at that point of time wanted their child to become a doctor or an engineer. And here was somebody wanting to study history, geography, maths, and everything. Sorry, not maths, social studies. Somehow I passed out of school, thanks to the zeros that came after the integer. So 80 out of 90, 80 out of 100, 90 out of 100 in maths, social studies, sorry, not maths, geography, history, social studies, but not in science and maths. When I got into my college, that is where it hit. When you get pushed into something which you don't like, and then you go and take up something like science, that is where I got the crowning glory of my life, I would say, where I got 0 out of 100 in physics. And I was very happy because nobody can ever achieve such I would say level, 0 out of 100. People would have thought he's gone crazy. What is he going to do in life? That is what my father asked me when he looked at that. What are you going to do in life? I said, don't worry about it. Physics is definitely not going to take me ahead in life. That's what I told him. Okay. There are some things which will take me ahead, but that is definitely not maths and physics. They said, what else do you want to do? I said, let me first graduate. So somehow I graduated. I got out of college with a second-class degree in chemistry. That also, definitely there were no preceding zeros. There were only trailing zeros, but nothing to write about. When you get 50 out of 100, it definitely is not something which you can want to display your mark sheet. But when I started working, I realized that nobody ever asked for my mark sheet. They only asked what I could do. They only looked at whether you have the gist to do it, whether you have the caliber to do it, or whether you're willing to learn. Okay. From the first job that I applied to the time I started my entrepreneurial career till today, I have never had the opportunity to display my mark sheet anywhere. Nobody asked for it. Okay. At the most, they asked for the degree certificate. They just want to know what I did before that. So the mark sheet sits there with all the trailing zeros, preceding zeros, zeros before the integer, zeros after the integer. But what I found out in life was if you want to do something, you have to be very clear on what is your calling in life. Don't go and do something because people tell you to do it. Okay? I learned it the hard way. I was never cut out for science, but I got pushed into that. I somehow wriggled out of it. But when I started working, I found that whatever is your liking in life, please go ahead and embrace that liking. Because end of the day, marks is not what matters in life. It is your attitude and it is your way to take calculated risks and move ahead, which will set you apart from the others. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster of the day. That is again me. So this completes our prepared speech section for today. We had 2 prepared speeches, and with this, let's get on to the next segment. And before that, let's talk a bit more about festivities and festivals. When you look at festivals, we see a lot of commonality in a lot of festivals. Like if you take Diwali, so Diwali is a festival which is not only celebrated in India, most parts of India, but it is also celebrated abroad. If you go to countries like Singapore, Malaysia, there also they celebrate Diwali because there's a lot of Indian population there. Go to countries in Africa like Mauritius, there also Diwali is celebrated in a very large way because a lot of Indians who moved from India to Mauritius during the term of the British, where the British took them to work on sugar plantations there, and a lot of them stayed back there. And now, though they are citizens of Mauritius, they still have roots back to our country. If you go to the West Indies, countries like, say, Guyana, Trinidad and Tobago, Suriname, and all of that, there also you find Diwali being celebrated. Because again, a lot of Indian population who's there and they still trace their roots back to where they came from or their ancestors came from. So when you look at that, festivals, celebrating festivals just doesn't go away if we move across countries or we move across places. Okay? The bond to celebrate something still remains. The bond to celebrate a lot of events still continues. And that's what is so very important. Like in festivals, when we bond together, when we get together, it's all about celebrating, it's all about understanding, thanking where we came from, and it's all about celebrating the next event or the next day, thinking that it will be a new day and a new beginning for everybody. With this, let's get into our next segment for today, which is our table topic segment. And today's table topic master is from East Coast Toastmasters Club, and she is an ambitious student completing a schooling, a responsible daughter, and a true go-getter. She's set to embark on a pre-med program at Wayne State university in the upcoming year. She's also a valuable business enabler at her family restaurant, Termerican, contributing relentlessly to its success in Michigan State. So let's welcome our table topic master for today's meeting, Toastmaster Sadhana.
Hi, 1 second. Okay. Um, so this is my first time doing it, so I'm just gonna like be a little messy, but don't mind me. So today for table topic, I was going to ask questions about festivities and different activities people do in festivities. Now that Diwali is coming up, I thought this would be a decent topic to do on. So 1 second. Yeah. So who does anyone want to go first for the question?
I will go first.
Okay. What is your favorite festivity tradition and why? It doesn't have to pertain to Diwali.
My favorite, okay. Let me think. So even I don't. Diwali only. So it's my favorite is Diwali. Why? Because we will be go to my all of my relation and we will bring some happiness together. And also before Diwali, we will start to do something like all the snacks and sweets. Even I have to do that. So already preparation is going on, so I have to do that. So after Diwali, I will do some. Okay, so those crackers and all, I have to do this. But in Diwali, what it will be excite more means shoppings, because every Diwali I buy clothes for entire families. Not only in Diwali, but the festival like Pongal and Diwali. So I will buy whenever I'm buying clothes for the entire family. I will be happy. I have understand this pattern, like it's not when I'm going for shopping for me, I'm not getting that much happy. When I'm going for my family members, and not only family members, sometimes I buy for the others family members also, others relations also. So I'm very very happy for that. So that brings me happy. I don't know why. So that's why I'm very like, and also preparation like snacks and sweets. Every time I go to the YouTube and see what are the things are there, how to do that, that's giving me learning. So whenever people are eating, that's they are feeling happy, that makes me happy. I'm not kind of the helping that much help, but that is giving me happy. So that is second reason. Third reason will be I will go to visit my cousin's home. I will be celebrate with together also. That's also bringing me happiness, and also leaves. I will still I am believing that I will be happy and free from the work and free from everything what I'm doing. So I will be take off and concentrate with family members and everyone, with my brothers and my families. So Diwali is my very, very happiest celebration. All, thank you so much. Over to Toastmasters.
Thank you for sharing. I feel like you talked about like most of our like emotions during the festive season, like relaxing and having fun with family. Does anyone else want to go next? Or okay, I'll just pick someone random. I'm gonna pick
Toastmaster Ranga is rising.
I cannot see. Who is raising their hand?
Toastmaster Ranga.
Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, question for you is share a memorable holiday moment from your childhood.
Thank you so much for this wonderful topic. There was this particular Diwali that my cousins and I, we went to a village, which is about 300 and odd kilometers from Chennai. It's a place called Kodavasal. near Kumbakonam, near Kumbakonam town. And during those times, we could not travel by car or motorized vehicle. We had to go in a bullock cart. Just imagine the four of us and my mother, the five of us were in the bullock cart, and it was such an enjoyable ride. There was festivities all around, people were just joyous, they were celebrating. And here we were traveling in a bullock cart, the first time in my life. And we were fascinated by the fact that the bullock cart used to travel slow at times and suddenly gallop with the bells jingling. These are moments that are almost 5 decades old, but it is still fresh in my memory. And there are many times that I wish I could recreate this, especially the time that I spent with my brother and cousins, which because each one of us have gone our own ways and we have moved ahead in life. But those moments are so precious for me that I try to relive this as often as possible. Thank you for this wonderful topic. Back to you.
Thank you. I love how you shared your memory, Thank you. Does anyone else want to go next?
Yeah, I'll give it a try.
Okay, sure. What is your favorite holiday movie or song that you've associated with a certain holiday or yeah?
Okay. So my favorite holiday song or a movie. See, mostly I don't watch any exactly holiday movies or stuff, but then I like to watch movies in holiday. So maybe I'll try to share the experience of me watching the holidays with my cousins and my friends and everything. So there was this one movie. It was my favorite movie. It came back 10 years ago. It's this favorite sci-fi movie, Tron Legacy. Actually, my friends and I we just came across this movie in Star Movies. I'm talking about the time where we had the cable channels at our home, used to watch the favorite channels, and then Star Movies came up. We started to watch Tron Legacy. Oh my God, my favorite time of the year it was December, Christmas. We could see the dew passing over by in my apartments, the bells jingling across the hallway, my cousins, my friends' apartment having their carols. It was awesome. And then about this movie, coming to the movie, it was actually past my bedtime, 8 o'clock. My family, my cousins, and my friends were gathered around the living room couch, and there was this little campfire going on across the hall. It was a good time. It had a good start, a good moving on, and a good, wonderful, joyous thing. We all loved it. But then soon I realized it wasn't about the movie. It was about the people I'm with, the warmth, the environment, my friends. We were all so happy, giggling about it all night, having fun. And then it was the best Christmas and the New Year weeks ever. Thank you. Back to Table Topic Master.
Thank you for sharing your movie and experience. Does anyone else want to go next? Okay, I'm just gonna wait. What?
I think you can call all of us at random.
Yeah. I just wanted to see if someone wanted to go first.
Yeah.
But yeah, sure. What if Pickover comes up? They went. I'm gonna pick my Chitti. I'm gonna pick DTM Vidya for answering the next question.
Thank you so much.
Where is she? Sorry for picking you, but like, yeah. Okay.
Go ahead.
I can't see you. Okay. I can see you. Okay. I have a question. So my question for you is, can you hear me? Okay, because I cannot hear you. I can't hear you at all. I don't know if you can hear me, but
am I audible to others?
yeah, now you're audible, yeah. Okay. So if you could spend the holidays anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Okay. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sadhana, for that question. Holidays are meant to be a time where we relax, kind of refresh our mindsets, and break out from routines. How many of you agree with? I think most of you would agree, right? So for me, the routines that I go through are based on the roles that I'm playing. My life had been occupied completely as a professional. I work for a company where I lead a group of 150 plus people in a cloud security domain. And seeing the vulnerabilities, seeing the amount of cloud attacks that are happening today, day in and out, it's kind of a nightmare for us to see the amount of cyber attacks that are happening. And thinking about now, how do we even think faster than the attackers and try to provide solutions and keep people safe on cloud. So now for me to break from this routine as well as to spend time with my family, I think the perfect place for me to be at is my home. I definitely love being at my home. And I think I understand the smile of Toastmaster Sadhana because she always has the thought that there are always a lot of other places that we can visit and make ourselves refresh. But today, as one of the other speaker, while he was speaking, he did say about the nuances of the advertisements that are coming these days, manipulating us as the consumers constantly. I feel travel is also becoming one such area, and it's definitely not refreshing me or giving what I need after the travel at the end of the day. Probably if I choose to go anywhere apart from my home, then it would be definitely a remote village where I don't have access to mobiles, internet, anything, just with my family and close ones, probably few friends. So that is how I would like to plan my trip, and hope you like the answer, Toastmaster Sadhana. Over to you.
That's a great answer. And my mom said the same thing. So that she would like to spend it indoors at home. So thank you for that. Yeah. Next, one second. Next, I'll pick. Am I allowed to pick people who are role players?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Then I'll pick. One second. Grammarian TM Jirish. What's that name? Jirish. Yeah. Okay. What is your go-to festive dish or treat? Like food, basically. And why?
Thank you, table topic master. So what is my favorite dish for the festival? Uh, of course, actually, I love all kind of foods because me used to diet, for the entire year. Mostly like to transform myself, either for the weight loss or for the weight gain, or to get into some kind of transformation all over the year. So I always love to go for foods. It is not only for the festivals. I used to generally take breaks in between. I used to go out and find a lot of foods that I really love to eat. It is not about veg or non-veg or nothing like that. Even a simple candy, actually, because uh, I will be starving for it for a very long time. Even a sambar rice, actually, to be very frank, I would have not been seen for many a months in my entire year. I could say, like, over a period of like 6 months or 7 months, I would have not even tasted sambar, rasam, or even curd, actually. So all these things itself is being a big feast to me. So I used to generally take a lot of breaks in between, and especially going on to, it's not only the festivals, but any kind of reception or any kind of parties, actually, that really pulls me to get into kind of having it. So all of them are my favorite dish because I really wish to eat everything all over the year. So I hope this answered your question, and over to the table topic master.
Thank you for sharing that. Next, I'm gonna pick GETM Umamaheshwari to answer. Okay. My question for you is, do you have a funny or embarrassing holiday story, festive story, and share about that?
Thank you, Table Topics Master. Funny and embarrassing Hollywood's holiday stories. I don't think I have because I am basically an introvert, a bookworm. So even if in case of family gatherings, festivals, wherever, it will be something like if you are searching for me, you can find a girl with a big spectacles, with a book in her hand at the corner of the house. That will be me. So I love reading books, and even in case of family gatherings, festivals, wherever it is, you cannot find me without a book. So basically, how the one good embarrassing story I would love to share is like on the event of April 14th, my family has a habit of having a festival in the temple. The entire family, the extended family, everyone will be there in the temple. We will be celebrating with sweet pongal and we call it a sundal over there. And they used to give that sundal in a paper to everyone. And my habit is I love to read. So what will I do is I will slowly push the sundal below the paper and I will try to read. And I won't even notice that thing is the peanuts are falling down on the floor. People around me will be looking at that like what this female is doing. So that is how I love to read, and that is the maximum embarrassing story I can read because I don't interact with people much, and if my all my interactions will be mainly with books. Over to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you for sharing that. My next question is gonna divert a little bit, but in India, I know that during every festive season, like Diwali, Pongal, Tamil New Year, there's usually a movie that comes out in theaters. Oh, wait, I have to pick someone. Sorry. Ask them when you watch the movie and then. Sorry, I totally forgot. I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna pick the other Toastmaster Uma Maheshwari for this because I think she has a good story to say. So, is she there? Is the other
Yes.
Uma? Okay, yeah, you're here. Okay, so during like Diwali, Pongal, Tamil New Year, they're all release movies, right? So what is that type of movie that came out in a festive season that you watched that you had a lot of fun watching and you cannot forget, which was memorable?
Thank you for asking this question. Yeah, festival means one of the most thing is new movies only. I like Talai and Talabadi both movies. When my both sister are fighting, my elder sister is like Talabadi Vijay fan, and my younger sister like Talai. Um, Ajit fan. So both are started to fight. In middle, I will enjoy because I love both actors. I know it is not a reality, imaginary heroes only. Whatever they give, their best only. Festival in my childhood age, I like to watch a lot of movies, especially Vijay and Ajit movies. So I am waiting for festivals only for movies, not for drugs, anything. I am not waiting for Falagaram, anything. This question is very related to my heart. Thanks for so I enjoy now also. I like to watch the movies. Thank you so much, Sadhana, for asking this question. Thank you so much.
Can you give me like a name of a movie that you enjoyed specifically?
காதலுக்கு மரியாதை.
I love that movie too. So yeah, I knew you would be the right person to ask this question. So thank you for answering. So with this, I'm gonna close this session. This questions. Thanks for answering. I had like listening to a lot of stories. It was really funny and entertaining. Yeah, and over to TMOD Satish.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sadhana, for conducting very entertaining table topic session. And many thanks to all the speakers also who spoke on the varied topics that were presented as part of this TT session. Now let's get into the evaluation session for our meeting. And to run the evaluation session, let me call upon our general evaluator, Toastmaster Uma Maheshwari.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon. So now it's a time for the evaluation to get to know how we have done overall. So to do the qualitative analysis first, let me call upon the preferred speech evaluators. So for the first speech speaker, Toastmaster Narendra, let me call upon the evaluator Toastmaster Divya to give her evaluation on Narendra's speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Divya.
Good morning, everyone, once again. What an amazing speech, Toastmaster Narendra. I feel the impact will be more when you convey a message in a very humorous way. And here are my observations. You started your speech as a salesperson calling out kurkure. And you said that if you eat this, you will have heavenly feeling. And I felt that the synopsis of the speech was given by you in the beginning itself. And then the second object you showed us was a shaving machine. When people could not identify it as it was inside the box, you immediately removed it and then showcased it to everyone. And you made it easier to guess. You also kept the price as something very suspense, and you asked the audience to revert in case if you don't tell the price. I felt that this is one of the very good way to engage the audience so that they'll pay attention until the end of your speech. You also quickly understood that you're spending too much time with the audience, and you wrapped up and you moved on to onto your speech. And also at the end in your speech itself, I could feel that you had drafted the amount part also in that, but even then you engaged the audience by asking them to revert if you don't. Then your structure of speech was very good. There was a takeaway message. You also met the purpose of your speech, which was the persuasive speech. All these things went very well. So let me share with you two observations which could have been better. The first thing is that God got scared. Kids scream like anything until they get what they have demanded. So in these two sentences, I felt that you did not show the emotions. It's okay even if you don't showcase scared or the angry part. At least you could have refrained yourself from smiling. So I felt that there was some connection missing because you smiled, and then we were somewhere losing you at that point. And the second observation was the conversation between ex-wife and you went very perfect. Whereas with best friend Laka Laka, you had mentioned that he asked, you had mentioned that why are you here? You must be in heaven. But then immediately you mentioned that best friend always think good about us. So I felt there was some disturbance in the speech. Probably you can start paying more attention on that. To summarize, you have a very great audience connection. You definitely have humor. Structure of speech is very good. You have a takeaway message too. Your purpose of the speech is met, and just these two improvements, just to pay attention. The emotions can be paid more attention to. The next thing is that somewhere in the speech, when you're too deep into the speech, I request you to kindly pay attention to small things. Thank you. Over to you. Over to general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Divya. So let me call upon the speech evaluator for our second speaker, distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon. So distinguished Toastmaster Divya Bhupalan, our speech evaluator too, was a Toastmaster since 2016, a dual member of TMI at East Coast as well as the HCL Expressions, a group head for Cisco Cloud Security at HCL Tech, sponsor of HCL Mumbai and the Toastmasters Club, and mentor of TMI at East Coast Toastmasters Club. She had chaired the Ovation 2019 contest, held various leadership roles like District Store Manager, Area Director for G3, and past President Distinguished Division Director for Division 10. So let me welcome distinguished Toastmaster Divya Gopalan to evaluate distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon's speech.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Uma Maheshwari, for the dual dhamaka. I'm hearing my introduction twice for today, and it's really motivating to start an evaluation. So, coming to Satish's speech, Gathering Zeros. Satish, what personal connect you had brought today through this speech? I think when the story is coming from an entrepreneur, it's kind of really more motivating for us to think through the life of such uh, successful people. Now, how you have been through the same journey as a common man, but had been very diligent at end of the day and taken responsibility to reach greater heights. Your personal anecdote was really relatable, and it was a bit in detail, gave us confidence that we can definitely achieve those heights in life. Also, your speech had a very clear structure and the transitions were really smooth. I especially enjoyed during the conclusion. I can find a seasoned Toastmaster giving an icebreaker speech during your conclusion because you were carefully noting down the timer, and as the timer came with the amber card, in mid of the amber card, you started concluding your speech rightly on time. So that nuance of handling time was really seen well, and the transition was really smooth. Is something which we have to learn from. So now, what is that we can do little different in the upcoming speech is something which I'm going to cover right now. Satish, if someone is going to come for an icebreaker speech, we don't expect them to have a great amount of practice, but I would definitely ask them to speak with a little consistent word usages. For instance, there are places where you were using trailing and leading zeros, and there are places where you changed those words with some other phrases. The beauty of preparation when it comes to Toastmaster speeches is it gives consistency across the word usages and it registers in the listener's mind very aptly. So now, if you have to make words be listened from your speech and remembered for a long time, please use consistent word across your speech. Use the power of repetition. That power of word repetition gives us a lot of memories that we can take from your speech. The reason why I'm saying this is your speech is a treasure for us, and we have to carry it for a longer time. And if we have to carry it for a longer time, you have to help us as a speaker by using the power of word repetition and register it in our mind. So, with that, I would like to conclude my evaluation saying today's speech was a real connected speech with a personal anecdote and a clear structure. And I would like to challenge this icebreaker speaker to use the power of word repetition in his upcoming speeches. Thank you once again for the opportunity, and over to the general.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Vidya Gopalan. And now it's time for our quantitative reports. That is the report from the drafting. So I request the time of Toastmaster Hima to give the report for the time taken in each section. Toastmaster Roma. Toastmaster Roma, can you hear me?
Yes. 1 minute, ma'am. Thank you for recalling, ma'am. This is my timer report. Table topic, prepared speech. DTM Narendran, 7 minutes, 23 seconds. Second speaker, ice-breaking speech. DTM Satish Monan, 6 minutes, 2 seconds. In the table topic section, first speaker, DTM Kaveri, 2 minutes, 13 seconds. Second speaker, TTM Ranga, 1 minute, 30 seconds. Third speaker, TTM Charan Velan spoke, 1 minute, 42 seconds. Fourth speaker, DTM Vidya Bhubalan, spoke 2 minutes 5 seconds. Fifth speaker, DTM Jerry, spoke 1 minute 40 seconds. Fifth speaker, DTM Uma Maheshwari, 1 minute 30 seconds. Next speaker, DTM Uma Maheshwari, spoke 1 minute 20 seconds. Evaluator 1, DTM Divya, 2 minutes 58 seconds. Evaluator 2, DTM Vidya Bhubalan, spoke 3 minutes 12 seconds. This is my report. Thank you for calling.
Thank you, Toastmaster Uma, and I love the spirit. You want everyone to become a DTM, and I hope it will happen in future. Thank you for that. And now let me welcome the all-counter Toastmaster Murugesh to give his report.
Yeah, once again, good morning to all of you. Most of the speakers, they spoke well. I didn't find any and unnecessary pass. So it went on well. Thanks for making me to have a job list. Thank you very much. Over to General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Murugesh. And now let me welcome the grammarian Toastmaster Girish to give his report.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Am I audible? Thank you. So, first, let me start up with the word of the day and the idiom of the day. So, actually, the word of the day is Damburi, but no one is able to use it. It is my bad. I was not able to post that in the chat box, so people might have not noticed it clearly. So, it is again my mistake. But the idiom of the day, once when the general evaluator, after my role briefing has been done, so she used the idiom of the day. Thank you so much for using the idiom of the day, Toastmaster Uma Maheshwari. So moving on to the good usages in our today's meeting, I found new beginning, financial year, Gregorian calendar, resemble, ledger, incorporate, passionate Toastmaster, admire, sizzling, dazzling, and there were like some repetitive words, sizzling, dazzling, said by some speaker, but I was not able to note everything in one go. Ticket for the heaven, big bang, celebration, disappointment, excitement, eventually, bombarded, terrific scenario, entangled, consumer society, comments, acquitted, trailing and preceding zeros, crowning glory, just caliber, entrepreneur, calling in life, embrace, attitude, calculated risk, ancestors, get together, ambitious, festivities, joyous, fascinated, gallop, giggling, precious, reiterate, awesome, freaking, refresh, breakout, routines, vulnerability, nightmare, nuances, manipulating, introvert, embarrassing, impact, synopsis, revert, draft, observation, anecdote, transition, consistency, treasure, and power of repetition. So these were all some of the good usages that I noted. I'm sorry if I missed something over the meeting. Sorry. And there were like few corrections I just wanted to highlight. One of the speaker said the girl sells the kurkure. Should have been like the girl sells the kurkure or she sold the kurkure. And the next speaker, one of the speaker told in our table topic segment, we will go to all my relations. It should be, we will visit all our relatives. I have understand this pattern. It should be, I understood this pattern. So these were all a few things I noted over the meeting. With this, I conclude my grammarian report and hand over the control back to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Girish. That was a detailed report. Thank you for that. So over to my general evaluation observations with respect to the meeting. So the meetings with respect to going on into the meeting, I just want to do some words on the pre-meeting preparations. And I first congratulate Toastmaster Janish for contacting with both the class meeting, connecting with each and every member to make sure that we are getting all the room areas, everyone for the meeting. And I know it is a festival time, getting people on for the meeting is very difficult, but you did a great job and kudos to you for that. But one small suggestion is if we can able to get the role play list at least a day earlier, it will be easy for everyone to interact with, get an introduction, and get prepared themselves for the meeting. That is one simple suggestion for the pre-meeting preparation. With respect to the meeting, we started the meeting bang on time at 9:30, and almost every meeting role players have been present or on the meeting when we started, and that's a great sign because we all know tomorrow's Diwali and many will be traveling to their native and it will be very difficult for them to join the meeting, but everyone had the spirit to support the Toastmasters meeting, learn something, and that was a great thing. So kudos to everyone for that. And each and every section ended well on time. There was no extra time taken for any section. That was also another great sign. And we had an excellent two prepared speeches, both with sprinkled with good humor for us to enjoy all the festive time. Clear and detailed evaluation and address facting report. The table topics were very simple for us to connect well with and share our memories. And I was able to see the bright, smiling faces when they were talking about the topics. That was a great effort by the table topics master and kudos for them. And some recommendations for the meeting where the role, as I already said, the role play details can be shared a day earlier, and we can have the agenda mentioning both the meeting numbers of the clubs. And we know we are all little busy, but just 1 hour we are dedicating for 1.5 hours. We are dedicating for the meeting. At that time, we can have the camera switched on throughout the meeting. We'll be having a more lively encounter with each and everyone, interaction with each and everyone. And also, with one suggestion for the table topics masters, you can start calling the Toastmasters first and then call for volunteers. So that will give a general idea for all the guests to know how we are conducting the table topics, and also we can give more preference to the guests. So this is all my overall feedback about this meeting. But overall, I enjoyed this meeting well, and thank you for this beautiful meeting. And over to Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Uma, for conducting the general evaluation session. Many thanks to the speech evaluators and the tag team for the report. One person we didn't get a proper introduction for is our speech evaluator one, Toastmaster Divya. So Divya is also a very seasoned Toastmaster. She's the president of Emerging Leaders Toastmasters Club, and she's an avid chess enthusiast, mathematician, and a teacher. Okay. And she is always there to support not only our club, but any club or any district activity as far as Toastmasters goes. Thank you, Divya. With this, we've come towards the end of our meeting. So before we get to the next steps, can we get some feedback from the attendees? And I'm not limiting it only to the guests. Even the members can share some feedback about how this meeting went today. I keep the floor open. Anybody can come ahead and share a feedback. Toastmaster Ranga, Toastmaster Divya.
Yeah, I thought I'll wait for the regular Toastmasters to go in first. Saturdays, Sundays, I look forward to coming to Toastmaster meetings wherever they are online, because it gives me an opportunity to be amongst people and to get to hear different perspectives. And I'm always excited to attend any Toastmaster meeting for that matter. And today's meeting, it's a joint meeting and it makes it doubly joyful. Thanks for the invite.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ranga. It's always nice to see you in our meetings. While we are taking the feedback, let me just announce that we have the voting link pasted in the chat box. Request all of you to kindly cast your vote for the best speaker, the best TT speaker, the best role player, the best evaluator, and the best auxiliary role player.
I would
Can
like
we-
to share my feedback.
Sorry, Divya.
Every Saturday I feel like attending it, but then there'll be something or the other which stops me from attending 9:30 meeting. But today I'm glad that I was able to attend, and I'm very happy for the speaker also. I got a chance to listen to both the speakers. One speaker, definitely, I wanted to listen, and today I got a chance. And second speaker is my mentor, so I'm again delighted to listen to both of them. Definitely, this meeting quality was very good, and this made my day. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Divya, for the feedback. Any other members, guests want to share their feedback?
I just would like to acknowledge the attempt of Sadhana TTM in doing her TTM role for today for the first time. A very good attempt. I did see some like anxiety, but then that butterfly in the stomach is there for all the role plays when we start a Toastmasters journey. And as we kind of practice this on stage, it kind of flies off. So wonderful efforts by TT Master Sadhana. Thank you so much for being a lovely TTM for us.
Thank you.
That's true. I think Toastmasters is a forum where it allows us to learn and experiment. And for somebody to take on the role for the first time and do a very good job at it is certainly worth mentioning. I also agree that the TT Master did a very good job with the selection of the topics and calling everyone to speak on the same. And most of the topics were in line with the theme of the meeting, which is also a very good indication to say that we've not deviated from the theme. Any other members want to give their feedback? As you continue giving the feedback, I would also request all of you to switch on your cameras, because we have a mandatory procedure in our club meetings to take a photograph, and our VP PR Toastmaster Kaveri is eagerly waiting to click the photos. So I would request all of you to have your cameras switched on so that we can take a group photograph. And Toastmaster Kaveri, the screen
Yes,
is all
yes.
yours.
Toastmasters, Toastmaster Jamie, would you like to turn on your video? Toastmaster Vivek, guest Vivek. Toastmaster Jamie, I could understand. Toastmaster. Smile, please. 3, 2, 1. Done. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kaveri. And Girish, if the results are in, you can announce it.
Yes, sir. So here comes the result. So the best speaker for today meeting is Toastmaster Narendra. Congratulations, Toastmaster Narendra. Best table topic speaker is Toastmaster Charan. Congratulations to Toastmaster Charan. Best role player is the table topic master, Toastmaster Sadhana. Congratulations to Toastmaster Sadhana. Best evaluator is Toastmaster Divya. Congratulations to Toastmaster Divya. And the best auxiliary role player is the grammarian, Toastmaster Jill. Thank you. So with this, I hand over the stage back to the presiding officer, Toastmaster, distinguished Toastmaster Satish.
Thank you, Toastmaster Girish. So that brings us towards the end of our meeting. And now I hand the control back over to the presiding officer, distinguished Toastmaster Vidya Gopal.
Thank you so much, DTM Satish Menon, for giving me to conclude the meeting, and I would also request DTM Satish Menon to join along with me while we close this meeting together as president of Thoughtware Toastmasters Club. It's our honor today, being the season of Diwali, joining together and hosting a meeting along with Thoughtware Toastmaster Club. Indeed, when Jirish was flinging me this week's plan at TMI at East Coast was we run the meeting on Sunday evening, 4:30 to 6, because tomorrow is Diwali. We were thinking of whether we should be not having this week's meeting. And as Jirish pinged me, I think I took the opportunity, I grabbed it, and I preponed the meeting on Saturday to make this a joint meeting and give the value back to my members. And I thank all my club members who have joined in a different time than that we run a regular club meeting. Appreciate all your efforts for allocating time and being here on time. And I really loved this joint meeting. It gave us a lot of variety. I think my club members have got to know about a lot of new members from TMI, especially I think I'm not sure how many of you from TMI at East Coast were recently joined or aware of DTM Satish Menon. He is one such veteran person in our district 120. He had been a district director, an entrepreneur, and a lot of things or associations, a lot of items that we can learn from him through the association that we are going to have with him in the upcoming days. And I once again thanks Thoughtware Toastmaster Club for giving this opportunity to conduct the joint meeting. And I would like to now request DTM Satish to please share some closing notes. And how did you feel about today's joint meeting with TMI at East Coast?
Thank you, DTM Divya, DTM Vidya. It's for us, it was again a great session with the TMI East Coast Toastmasters Club. For the simple reason is, again, it's Diwali time, and this is also one way of sharing our experiences and meeting people and learning from our experiences. So, as Diwali is a time for sharing and giving and bonding together, it is a good sign that both clubs have come together on a Saturday morning, on a pre-Diwali day, to bond together and have this joint meeting. I'm sure it would be a great learning to everybody from our club and also from your club to be part of this meeting, because in Toastmasters, the more we interact with fellow members, the more we speak to them, the more we hear them, and the more we take feedback from them, we become better at what we want to do, especially from the time that we spend in our Toastmasters journey. To that extent, for all of us, it would have been a new learning, a new experience, looking at things in a different manner, because some of us come into Toastmasters and we do a lot of things in the normal way. Some of us get acclimatized to a certain way of thinking or a certain way of conducting our meetings. But when we do a joint meeting with other clubs, it gives us a totally different perspective of how things can be done in a different manner. Okay. It will also be how evaluations can be given in a different manner. Okay. How a GE report can be read out in a different manner. Okay. How the agenda could be done in a different manner. So we learn a lot of things from that, and that's why we encourage a lot of these joint meetings with people. It's not about getting that point on the district awards. It's much beyond that. It's about learning and getting to know each other, which is very important. And I think today's meeting was a right step in that direction. Definitely, this will not be the last meeting in this format. We will definitely have more meetings as we go along. But we have the first step, which is laid, and hopefully we'll build on top of that. I know both the clubs meet at different days, different times, but that should not stop us from visiting each other's clubs and trying to contribute in whatever way we can. Because today most of the clubs look for external role players or external evaluators just to give some inputs from a third person perspective on how things could be done in a different manner. So now we know the people, now we have the opportunity to go and share our experiences. So that's what I would like to say. Again, wishing everybody a very happy and prosperous Diwali. and hopefully we will move into the new year with the new ideas, new beliefs, new reformation of things that we want to do, and let the future be very bright for all of us. Thank you, and back to you, DTM Divya. DTM
Thank you
Vidya.
so much. Thank you so much, DTM Satish, for that concluding note. I think, as rightly said by Satish, it's a culture that we are building together by having such collaborative meeting. Wonderfully said, DTM Satish. So, with that, would like to have any final word from the members. Do you have any other points that you want to share as before we conclude this meeting? Are there any other final word from any member?
Happy
If not,
Diwali to everyone.
happy Diwali. Fine. That was the last message that was reserving. I wish each one of you a bright and happy Diwali this year, and hope all the innovations that we have are kind of ridden from our thought process, and we have a lot of hope and lot of passion that we generate through this Diwali is something which I would like to say to each one of you. Thank you so much for being such a wonderful member of both the clubs and being participative in today's meeting. With that, I would like to call meeting number 358 of Thoughtware Toastmaster Club and meeting number 60 of TMI at East Coast Toastmaster Club adjourned. Thank you so much. I think I open the floor for networking. If you want, you can just stay for a few minutes to get to know about the members.
We closed exactly on time. So we started on time and we closed exactly on time. So that's kudos to all of us for having ensured that we don't overstep on time. That's one of the key elements to being a Toastmaster, that we have respect for time. And we adhere to that limit in today's meeting.
Thank you so much for the opportunity, and love being part of today's meeting, everyone. Please do join sometime on Sundays at TMI East Coast meeting. We'd love to have you. If you want slots, feel free to reach out to us. We'd love to share slots among our club.
Thank you. Thank you, and wishing everybody a happy Diwali and a great week ahead.
It was a great
Wishing you all a happy Diwali.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank